There's lots of things that we want to know, and they might be things like, are treatment actions and conservation practices effective? Where are management actions contributing to wind erosion? Do we have enough suitable habitat for sage grouse? What are the impacts of oil and gas development on ecosystem processes and fragmentation? Where do we have invasive species? Are they spreading? And so that's where a lot of the work that the Jornada has done to codify and develop standardized monitoring data has had a huge impact. If you collect vegetation height using the vegetation height protocol, line point intercepts, gap intercepts, and then do a species inventory or plant census on that plot, chances are you're going to be able to speak to quite a few of these common ecosystem questions that we have. There are over 60,000 monitoring locations in the western U.S., collected on private, state, tribal lands, and federal lands, as well as at the Jornada. And a lot of different research teams use these methods. Lots of agencies are using these methods. All of the green, that's the NRI data set. The orange is the BLM AIM program. Park Service and USGS in the Moab area have adopted these methods. And it kind of boils down to having four things. The first is we have to be able to trust the data that we get. The second is that we need to be able to access it easily. The third is that we have to be able to easily manipulate it and get it into an analysis-friendly format. And then the fourth is we want to analyze the data and then communicate our results. And so that's really where we're going with the data commons. We have this trend from the 1920s where we have lots of perennial grass, and then at some point, as has happened in a lot of the plots, we transition over to a woody dominated system. And we know that we had an increase in the speed. Our traditional data approach for dealing with data quality kind of looks like this, where you have the data life cycle and you plan your study, you collect data, then you queue it, QC it. So the Landscape Data Commons is an effort to take all this monitoring data and to bring it into one system. From there, we can connect to other sensor data that were maybe collected on the site. So the way this would work in a fractional cover environment is where we can summarize by plot and then move all of the data, the actual observations, into this value column. We kind of end up with a nice hierarchical R package that's really easy for users. Of sediment transport down in the southern desert, start to put some monitoring data to ecological sites and states. We've also been using these data to do regional estimates of sage grouse habitat, loss of shrub cover and hiding cover, and often that's tied to cheatgrass, increasing cheatgrass cover. We need to build user data friendly metadata. We'd like to connect the data commons to edit. Just go into edit and pull up a state and then see the distribution of monitoring data that are in that state. So we'll be building more partnerships.